Hi guys, and welcome to the My Rent Account Sprint 3 Show and Tell. So during this sprint, these were our main goals. We only had 3 because the goals were quite big, they were kind of epic level. So the first one was to make a decision on whether or not to use OutSystems or change the technology that we deliver My Rent Account in. And the second was to produce a complete set of wireframes which demonstrates our ideal customer experience across the whole My Rent account. So first of all, our OutSystems decision. We have decided to stay with OutSystems, and this is for a number of reasons. The key reasons are that in the time that we've got for this project, which is about 6 weeks left, we'll be able to make the greatest amount of changes if we stick with OutSystems rather than re-platform it. We also believe that maintenance and support of OutSystems will be easier once the project's finished because it's a low-code platform. And we've also already invested in OutSystems for this year. And it is hoped that there's going to be greater take-up with other services within the council that should make the commitment to renewing our subscription to OutSystems more cost-effective. But there is a caveat that it should be reviewed in 6 months because if the take-up isn't as anticipated, then we may still need to look at re-platforming My Rent Account in the future. We also paid a bit of attention this sprint to making sure that we are adhering to the Government Digital Service Standards. So this is just a quick summary of the bits that we've been looking at. And then we went over and went through our clickable wireframes. So I will take you through those now. So here we are in the mobile version of the clickable wireframe. So this you can see is the Rent Account homepage that we've proposed. And we have done some testing on this. So you should be able to click through these wireframes. I'll share the link afterwards. So on these wireframes, you can see that there's several different actions that you can take. You can update your contact details, make a payment on your account, view your balance and transactions, view a payment breakdown, and then we have some quick links to find out more about your rent. So the tasks that we asked our testers to complete on this were to find how to make a payment, find how to update your contact details, and find how to view your statement. So some of the work that we've done has revealed that people didn't always see the make a payment button initially, and that is what most of our users are coming to the service to do. So that was a good reflection of that. So let's go through making a payment now. So you can see it takes you into the payment page here, and you can either elect to pay the current balance or another amount. So we've pre-populated this for the user. So let's just go ahead and make that payment. We then get to a screen where we can see what our progress through our payment journey is, enter our details, and we've got a little summary at the bottom. So if we continue to payment, again, another summary, pay now. We get a nice holding screen just while we process the payment, and that would obviously automatically refresh, take you back to the account home. It would let you download a receipt of this as well, which we found was a feature that our users were keen to have. So I click that. I hope it loads the receipt. Obviously it's not going to. I was sure it loaded the receipt earlier. Or my internet's slow. One or the other. There we go. So yeah, we also have a back to home button here. So if I click that, we can go and perform some of the other details. So you can edit our phone number, edit our email address. You can't change your address, obviously, because that's where you live. We don't want you to change that. And we've got various other options in there. If we go to viewing and printing a rent breakdown, this is something that was a bit of a surprise in our user testing. We didn't expect everybody to be able to see this rent breakdown, but it really is. People find this very useful and they do want it. So we also have the ability to print it there. And then finally, view your balance and transactions. So this is your current balance. And then you've also got all of your table there. If you view more transactions, you can see there's a kind of fuller statement. So we've done quite a lot of testing with users already, and I'll run you through some of that in a little while. But just so you can see, this is the desktop wireframe as well. So we do have two versions, but I'll put the links so that you can have a look. So if we go back to our main slide deck, you can see here we've had a survey running on the current rent account for a while, and you can see the kind of results we're getting in now. So nearly 3/4 of the people who come to the rent account are there to make a payment. 63% want to see their balance, and the others want to check that their payment has been made. The majority of customers want us to improve the payment process, but some also want the login process to improve. So we've done lots of testing with our users. We've done colour testing to make sure that we're accessibility compliant, and we've done lots of user-based testing as well to make sure that we're getting this right for our customers. And then just you said we did this week. So one of the key takeaways from the last sprint was that the accessibility work is really, really important. So we're continuing to do that, and we're going to go to the GDS User Research Lab to make sure that we are testing our product against the accessibility guidelines and standards. And another piece of feedback was that we need to make this work for users. So we've continued with our surveys on Hotjar, and we are continuing to gather lots of good user feedback so that we can make the service as good as it can be. Thanks for tuning in to the lightning session. Hope you enjoyed it, and do let us have any feedback. We want to keep making these videos better. Thanks.